growing up in Pompano, like it almost is like a rite of passage that you go to Blanche Ely High School. Like I knew I wanted to go to Blanche Ely because of the parades, the things that was happening around the school in community and culture. Like growing up, I just knew I wanted to go to Ely. And, you know, when it came time for me to go to the school, I think I started to see why people loved Ely. The pride in it. There's a lot of history and culture in it. And a lot of the teachers at the time when I was going were members in the community. My English teacher was my mom's high school classmate. So there was a lot of community and family in Ely, and that's probably my first and most fondest growing up.
How did growing up in Pompano make you who you are today?
You know, I was born in Arcadia, Florida, but I came here when I was 2 months old. I grew up here knowing that, you know, Pompano, my grandparents, my grandfather, he worked in the bean fields here in Pompano, and my grandmother, she cleaned houses, some white people houses in Pompano. So with that, I knew that, you know, we had roots and things here, but I still was searching for what it is that tied me here. I think when I went to Arcadia and I saw, okay, this is where I was born, you know, I thought Pompano was a small town till I went to Arcadia. And when I went to Arcadia, that's when I realized, okay, this is a small town. And I saw the culture shock, the dynamics of, you know, city and country living for Black folks. And Pompano shaped me in the sense of my entrepreneurial style, you know, hustle mentality. You know, I learned that here. I saw a lot of people, you know, from selling food, selling dinners. You know, my mom sold dinners and cooked and catered for parties and different things. And from that to, you know, the dope boy culture, seeing that be very prevalent in Pompano during that time, it just, I got my entrepreneurial spirit from Pompano, I could say that.
What's your take on the current, present day, and the future of Pompano Beach, Florida?
The present day right now, Pompano is on a path. I think they're at a fork in the road as a city and as a community. We're at a fork in the road. Redevelopment is happening in Pompano, and it's been happening for the past 30 years. I got involved in the development that was happening about 10 years ago. And I knew what was happening because when you leave to go to school and you leave your community, you go and see other places and you see what's happening everywhere, and you see what they have and you can see what you didn't have. And I never wanted to come back to Pompano or anywhere if I didn't have something to bring back. And poetry was what I brought back, culture, and it started opening me up to see, like, okay, why don't we have poetry here? Why didn't we have these things? And got involved with going to commission meetings and seeing what's happening, how culture is being infused into development. It is a major part of redevelopment, culture and history. So right now, with the development happening, it's an opportunity for the community to embrace change, but also be a part of it in a way that they benefit, you know, and not just on some, you know, momentous or just giving someone something for just to give it to them. Like, there's economic opportunities in this, and more than anything with us as a people in my community, we're rich in history, we're rich in culture, we're rich in creativity in these areas where we have a wealth of experience and ideas. We're lacking on the financial literacy side and the economic and the access to capital. So when projects like this come into our communities, there needs to be a mandate put on an investment into the next generation to build generational wealth, preserve history and culture, and not only preserve it, but also own it. Because we see our culture being accepted, but once it's accepted, sometimes it's already owned by someone else, and we need to own it. So, the present day right now, I say this community as a whole needs to come together and decide that Pompano is for change, needs change, and there is a debt owed to the Northwest in the Black community here that has history of being left out, underserved, and now is the time to start clearing up some of that debt and build some generational wealth. The change has to happen. It's coming. It's here. It's not even that it's coming. It's here, and the change has to happen because there's everyday people here that wants to be able to prosper and grow. Corner store, if you needed something, ain't the safest, but it's our community. It's what we have. Good. I'm gonna bring them to see you. How y'all doing?
Oh, we good.
Good. How you doing? Good. How things? But I used to live in this one right here.
Okay, right here.
This the one I used to live in. But my mom, when I was 2 years old, she stayed in this one.
Okay.
And this is my neighbor, the best neighbor I ever had. This
So
family.
she's been here this whole time.
No, she was here when I was here.
Okay.
She was here when I was here, her and her family. But my mom used to stay in this one when I was 2 years old.
Really cool.
And then when I moved here, my mom told me she used to stay in this one. I noticed like the cycle.
Yeah.
And I just like, yeah, she was trying to tell me like, it's okay, Sarahca. Like, no, it ain't okay.
Was it like a full circle moment for you? Like
It was very much a full circle moment. And it was like, for me, like a chin check. Like, okay, Sarahca, you've done it this way, and you see what your mom did. You can't do either of them because you know where they take you. So you got to do something different. We talked about trickle-down economics don't get to us. So I can't expect it to get to me if I stay here. I got to get up and go get it. So I have to make sure that I'm in the room and I'm making my voice being heard, because if my voice is being heard, their voice is being heard. A lot of the changes you see right here, like you may not be able to see it, but the film, the cameras that they have put up, the roll paper, a lot of that came because of my advocacy going to the city and making sure, hey, they not doing a lot of things they should be doing over here. And there's just basic human decency, for people to have a decent place to stay. And, I didn't stop my voice because I was here. I just had to make this be my community now. Miss Jackie, I am gone. I'm going to bring Mega over to see y'all.
Okay.
I miss y'all. I love y'all.
Mommy.
Yes. Good to see you, John. In this beautiful.
Nice to meet you too.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
It's good to see y'all. I'm gonna bring Mega back to see y'all. Okay. All right. That's a beautiful family. They good people. When I moved here, like the next day, she was like, she had to go to work and she asked me if I could watch her kids. It's like, yeah.
That's the community aspect right there.
Yeah. And it was like, I hadn't even been here I hadn't been here no time.
Yeah.
But, because of things, I think it was a shooting that had just happened. So she didn't want to leave her kids at the house, but she had to go to work. And they big kids, so there wasn't no problem at that time. Like, man, they had the Wi-Fi, they was good. She was like, I ain't watching them, they watching me sleep, because I'm in here sleeping. Family, this church we went to, But my dad's side of the family, Arcadia, where I was born, we Southern Baptist over there. So got 15th Street Church of Christ and then Southern Baptist on my dad's side. But this church was where my mom, my aunt took us. Bible study. I remember vacation Bible study during the summer. We would come here during the summer and learn about God and Jesus and the Bible, and they'd feed us. And any kid going to church, if you ain't found the meaning in it, you look for what you like about it. And I liked when they fed us. That was my part. I liked when they fed us, and they did. They fed us. They fed us good, actually, and a lot of teaching at this church. A lot of teaching. That's the thing about this church. I think what I learned so much, and as I got older, I started looking for God in other places and found Him. But I did know He was here when I was here, because there was family and there was love and there was community, there was correction. Because you wouldn't go get away with anything at church. Like, anybody can correct you or pinch you to get you in line at church, and those boundaries was created. And the minister here now is Brother Campbell, and he used to be a teacher at Ely High School. So it's still community. This church is really big influence to me, and it's been real pivotal, I think, in Pompano history and culture and what it is. This is actually my aunt.
Oh, okay.
Married my uncle. We were just about to leave anyway, so.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Good to see you, though.
Yes,
Good to
same
see
here. Okay.
Happy
yeah.
New Year.
Well, thank you, same to you.
Yeah, no, I've been spending time with Shantae while she here.
I know you told me, yeah.
Yeah. Liberty Park is broken into two. It's the front of Liberty Park and it's the back of Liberty Park. This back part of Liberty Park is where when I was going to Pompano Middle, and then from high school, we were living here. The back of Liberty Park, we used to walk from here to Pompano Middle, walk from here to Ely, walking, a group of kids, all, we all go to the same school, we all gonna walk together. And this wasn't like this, but we used to go walk through here. There was a Walmart over there, and we used to go walk through here to go to Walmart. It was a Walmart and a Circuit City, and you used to could walk through and go through there. But hold Joe, that's what we used to say. That's how only way he would stop. Hold Joe. Everybody used to hold Joe. He stopped. Everybody run up there. He had these big Rice Krispies he used to sell on it. If you got them fresh, they was good. It wasn't always fresh, but 50 cents, you get what you can. You get what you can. Hot sausages, all the hood snacks, everything. Pickles, hot sausages, pig, everything. He had it on the board, peanuts, everything. But this was it. This was it, Operating from a place of bridge building and relationships, because we have everything we need. We just don't talk to each other the way we should be. So that's my way of addressing the whole gentrification. Like, okay, if it's a problem, then here's a solution. We need to make more money. We don't want to go, let's make some more money so we can stay. Y'all, it's only going to affect those who don't do something about it now to be a part of it. Either you want to stay or you want to go. If you already made up in your mind that we got to go, they pushing us out, then you defeated. I'm not leaving until I want to. And then when I do leave, it's going to be a flag put here that I was here, that we are here, we're a part of this. And that has to be intentional. That don't just happen because you woke up. You got to make a plan and work towards that. Prophets wrote about, even in my flaws, the beauty of my reflection is the fact that I'm not trying to hide them. I'm using them, showing up.